welcome to Americans Learn. My name is Lauren, and I'm back with Lindsay Nicole. This is, I think, the last in her Extinct episode series, where she was getting tattoos of the skulls of all of our favorite animals or extinct creatures, which I think is pretty cool. I've really enjoyed the series. I enjoy tattoos in general. And so this one is episode 5. It's called Paraceratherium. It's fun to say, at the very least. And I can't wait to get the skinny on the Paraceratherium. No idea what it is. Never heard of it before. I love this screenshot. She looks like she's about to sneeze. Let's go.
When you think of prehistoric beasts, your brain probably goes to dinosaurs, T-Rex, Triceratops, etc. Makes sense. They were huge. What if I told you there was a prehistoric mammal just as capable of shivering your timbers? Allow me to introduce you to Paraceratherium, one of, if not the, largest land mammals to ever walk the planet.
Wow.
That we know of. Paraceratherium was massive.
Oh my
standing
God.
taller than a 2-story building. If they were alive right now, you'd be able to walk right under them. No problem. Their existence
And a
the mysteries
mammal?
that come with it have shaken me to my core for years. They're easily my favorite extinct animal. And so, of course, I had to get them tattooed. So, welcome to the final and most painful tattoo of
Wow, he looks like an H.R. Geiger creature. Like, he looks like a smug little alien.
this series. My name is Lindsay Nicole, and this is Extinct. Extinct.
What are you doing with that?
I like it. Matter of fact, I love it.
Wow.
Oh, right on the inner thigh. Ow.
Just to recap where we're at in the week that I got these done, this was the 3rd day of the week getting tattooed. I had gone through 20 hours
Ugh.
of tattooing so far of Dimetrodon and Sahelanthropus, and we were starting on the worst spot on the list. I was not mentally prepared for it. It's fine.
Yeah, you're tough.
What are you gonna do?
Oh,
Let's
poor
get the
girl.
General information, global conditions out of the way. Paraceratherium was a wall of a mammal, and more
I mean, like, really, why would you do that? I feel like do the worst one first, babes. Oh, do the worst one first. You can still show it last, especially because of where it is. No one's gonna see that, but like, inner thigh, ow.
specifically a rhino, alive back during the Oligocene epoch, about 30 million years ago. At this time, the global climate was getting colder. Continents were drifting farther apart. Antarctica was developing a permanent ice sheet. The air's got a chill to it. Sea levels are dropping, and a bunch of inland seaways have dried up. On land, mammals were diversifying rapidly. Alongside Paraceratherium were animals like trunked Pyrotherium, an elephant-like animal, but not true elephant. Their name means fire beast. I wonder if you can
Ooh.
hear Nico playing with the toy. Jesus.
Yes, a
Their
little
name
bit.
means fire beast, because the first specimens were found in a volcanic ash deposit. There
Oh.
were also aquatic desmostylians, which don't exist at all anymore. Mammalian lineage that was an evolutionary dead end. Same with Colicotheres
Interesting.
like Borisiacaya.
Colicotheres fun to say.
Borisiacaya. And Entelodonts, including the large Daedon. This is also the time of the first true cats. And dogs.
Cool.
Whales began using echolocation. Birds like Pelagornis flew with wingspans of over 20 feet. Oh, God.
Oh, I can't even, like, the idea of a bird that's bigger than my office. Boom. Brain gone. No more brain. It's exploded.
You say it, but then you think about how big it is.
Yeah.
It's twice the length of my room.
Huge. That's what I was just
Disgusting.
saying.
A bird that big, dude? Jesus Christ.
See, that's literally my just effing said. Lindsay and me, peas in a pod.
And terror birds as tall as NBA players were still tearing shit up in South America. And in the land of Eastern Europe and Central Asia, boom, Paraceratherium, also known as the giant hornless rhino. And for good reason. Some of the largest fossil specimens suggest they got up to 17 feet tall at the shoulder. Dude, at the shoulder, and could reach up to 50,000 pounds.
Oh my
That's some of the
God.
mass estimates, by the way. They were like a box truck with telephone poles for legs. What? Meow. Big ass neck.
Nico's got a lot to
Reminiscent of
say.
the lovely giraffe, but thick. Possibly had a prehensile upper lip or short proboscis for reaching high tree
The
foliage.
nosies.
A feature supported by its skull morphology. Its teeth and jaws
It is
suggest
such a
diet
weird
of
looking-
tree leaves and soft vegetation. So, elephant style size, giraffe style neck, little rhino.
It is so weird to see like this such a big space. Like an actual nose coming off. There's a massive space like between. It looks so weird. And I'm trying so it has been very difficult throughout this not to make jokes of a certain nature. Okay? I'm trying not to make jokes of a certain nature, but know that I see it. And I want you to see it. And they've been in my head. And I'm trying to not say them out loud. I'm even avoiding words like, hard. I'm going to say difficult instead, except for just now when I explained myself too much.
Sick. Come here. Why are you talking so much? You want to say hi too? You haven't said hi in a while. Size difference is crazy. Meow. Say hello. Okay. Obviously, this does not look like your typical rhino. Clearly, they come in a wider variety of forms than you typically expect. Even with horns, their diversity has
Oh my god, look at that giant little
rhino, Elasmotherium.
Oh my god, look at that thing! No wonder people believed in unicorns.
Etc. Rhinos as a group first appeared in North America about 55 to 60 million years ago, then went worldwide. Most rhinos that have ever existed didn't have horns. Paraceratherium didn't have a horn. Their name means near horned beast. Obviously, a rhino with no horn. Rhinos don't have to have horns. Many rhinos in the existence of rhinos didn't have them, despite what societal beauty standards push onto our youth. Rhinos today should have horns though. I don't want it to sound like I'm calling for rhinos to not have horns. Rhinos today should have horns because they already do. Rhinos should stay with horns. That is my stance. And people should leave them alone.
Maybe rethink how you're gonna say it a little bit. Make it pithier. Keep it tight, concise.
Paraceratherium mostly roamed from what is now Eastern Europe and Kazakhstan, clear across to China and Pakistan. Their range was all of Eurasia, except Western Europe. Probably because it was covered in too much forest. Too much forest, not enough space.
Makes sense.
Too much stuff and not enough space.
Seems as though Paraceratherium and their cousins, I didn't look up how to pronounce this, Zungariatherium. I'm gonna guess it's that. Aralatherium.
I like it.
Aralatherium. Terpanotherium. All from a common ancestor named Jushia. Alive 40 million years ago. Yeah, looks like Paraceratherium.
She's cute and petite, and then got bigger.
Boom. Body size in this group increased rapidly during their evolution, possibly an adaptation that allowed them to migrate over great distances and exploit
really is terrifying. Look how huge they are
more
compared
open
to
world. Potentially the biggest land mammals to ever exist. That we know of. The only possible other contender is the straight-tusked elephant, Paleoloxodon, which I'm not as much of a fan of, so Paraceratherium's the largest in my eyes. They're my favorite. They have very similar size estimates, weight estimates. I think the straight-tusked elephant really might be pushing a little bit further.
Oh, but that's so scary. That's so big. Imagine that I'm glad we don't live with those things.
Than Paraceratherium, but I'm not willing to accept that just yet, personally. Just not me.
We need more proof.
Just like giraffes today, Paraceratherium was able to take advantage of the higher up layers in the trees that weren't getting obliterated by other herbivores alive at the time. The first fossils were described by G.E. Pilgrim in 1908 from skull and teeth fragments found in Pakistan. Over time, similar giant rhino fossils were found across Central Asia, specifically in Mongolia and China. They were classified under different names, like the Leucotherium and Indricotherium. Different countries, not enough communication. It was also quite the time on a global scale. Cough, cough, World War. It's kind of the less dramatic version of Spinosaurus. If you don't know, the first Spinosaurus fossils were bombed in World War II.
Yeah.
Bombed.
I did learn about that. I learned about that from that dino guy.
That's drama. As far as I know, Paraceratherium fossils weren't bombed, but different countries had the fossils of the same species or genus and were working totally isolated from each other for a very long time. But all of these forms are now generally grouped under Paraceratherium, because eventually they got their shit together, and British, Soviet, American, and Chinese teams all started comparing their giant rhino collections, swapping fossil casts, figuring out how to fix their nomenclature disaster. Nomenclature is how you name shit in science, and it was a disaster. All of this wasn't easy because of everything I already mentioned, and also the fossils are fucking huge. Transporting them, also a mess. Language barriers, also a mess. But despite the odds, they got their shit together and generally decided to move forward with the name Paraceratherium. And
Good for
just
them.
when you'd think this massive prehistoric animal would make headlines, boom, dinosaurs take the spotlight.
Ah.
Nobody gives a shit about a mammal with discoveries like dinosaur eggs in Asia, T-Rex in general,
fair.
etc. Dinosaurs were in. They were getting tons of funding, so there were a lot more cool and nearly complete skeletons being discovered. Paraceratherium didn't have that. They had surprisingly few fossils. For an animal this giant, it is surprisingly elusive in the fossil record, leaving behind only fragmentary remains. Skulls, which are sick, obviously.
That is
So
really cool. The
scat-
fact that they do have like a full skull though is pretty lit. Like, that's pretty cool though. I don't know. It's such a bummer. I feel like I would have liked to learn about Paraceratherium at the same time I was learning about like Triceratopses and stuff. Like the idea is like how big, like mammals though. That's so cool.
Postcranial bones, and a handful of bones versus something like the T-Rex. They just don't compare in mainstream media. Paraceratherium is sick. First off, it smashes your expectations about what mammals can do after the dinosaurs
For
disappeared.
real, though.
Sure. The rats got bigger, but this group grew to record-breaking size in just a few million years. In a changing world of grasslands, forests thinning out, and a new climate that, for a while, made getting big a great survival strategy. Open landscapes, fewer big predators, and a menu of untouched tree leaves. Turned out bigger was better, but it also meant it was the end of the line. Paraceratherium and their relatives never made it to Western Europe, because again, too much forest, not enough space.
Too much stuff and not enough space.
And as global climates continued to cool and change, new competitors showed up and the party ended. Gomphotheres, those weird trunked elephants, started pushing into their turf. They could feed from every layer of the forest by yanking branches and even knocking down trees. Once elephants started knocking over the salad bar, Paraceratherium just couldn't compete. They had nothing to eat, and as habitat shrank, so did they, literally. Size started trending down until extinction. There's something really cool in how international their discovery has been. Despite the language barriers and potential political egos, reconstructing Paraceratherium forced paleontologists to come together, share notes, swap cats, collaborate, and that is very cool. And I am so glad this tattoo is done, because that sucked. Pain.
I bet.
Wise. That sucked pain-wise.
I mean, it makes sense, like, I guess, because like this was the shortest one so far, and we saw barely any of the tattoo getting done as opposed to the others where we saw quite a bit of it. So it's like, yeah, it seems like it would suck a lot. I'm getting a tattoo next week. I'm getting it right here. No, yeah, right here. Covering things up. And I know this is going to suck right here. This sucks the worst. This is like the worst part, right? In this general, like near the elbow. At least if this one is any indication. Like this one hurt the worst, like here. Like this leaf, this sucked. So I'm a little bit worried about like this area, but we'll be fine.
I love the leaves.
She's like, can we be done now? Let's pretend it's already finished.
It's turning out really
It really does look cool. It does look, again, like something that, like, it looks like an alien, is what it looks like.
This one hurts the most, for sure. I'm very happy that it looks this way and also that it's over.
Towards
Looks
the
like
end
a
of the
goblin.
session, it was like 8 or 9 p.m. and this group of girls came in who were probably like just in college. None of them really had tattoos, and a couple of them came in to get like really small tattoos. And I just felt like, damn, wait, how do I say this? It reminded me of when I went to get my first tattoo when I was 18, and I just got this one, this little one, and I was ready to be like the coolest bitch in my senior year of high school. And I walked in, and there was this guy just getting his entire back done, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's a maniac. And I realized as I was sitting there with my whole leg freshly done that I became that guy.
Yeah, you
became that
did.
guy. I have a neutral feeling about that, I guess. But anyway,
Great.
I'm so glad the tattoo is done. So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode of the history of cats that we know of.
I think I already saw that.
Where I also went on a little field trip that I think that you will like. Keep up with behind the scenes
I did
content
see
in
that
the
one.
Discord server on Patreon. And for now, stay curious. The world has a lot for us to learn. See ya. Oh wait, let me
Bye.
show it too. I'll show it as well. That's what it looks like.
Now that it's been healed a little bit. Good job, girl.
Maybe. No.
No,
Okay,
you were
whatever.
right the first
See
time.
ya.
Bye. Nothing. Okay. There's often like a little bit of something at the end from some of these videos. I just had to check. It doesn't seem fine. So the next one from her is going to be our seals evolving into whales. which could be fun. We'll see. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, this is the last episode of Extinct. I've enjoyed this little mini-series from her. It's been cool. It's been fun. I learned about Paraceratherium, which is really, really cool. I wasn't expecting that at all. It's a lot of fun to say, and wow, so big. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this. Keep letting me know in the comments what I should be looking at. Give me thoughts, give me suggestions. I have had a couple of people giving me thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. That are, most of them are for songs, which is fine. I will keep going for songs. And I'm always looking forward to expand my horizons. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.